All right, guys, looks like World War III is getting ready to pop off. Let's talk about it. All right, so there are reports now that 2 Russian missiles have landed at a grain drying facility in a Polish town that is very close to Ukraine. Now, this is going to give Poland the option to invoke Article 5. Article 5 would force the other NATO members to come to her defense, rally around her in support and defense of Poland. Now, after the report of these missiles landing in Poland, the stock market has started to see major sell-offs. You're seeing a potentially crash in the stock market. And there are a lot of things that could potentially happen because of this. If World War III does pop off, these are the things I would say that you need to keep an eye out right away, especially if you are in Europe. If you live in one of the Baltic states, I would be very careful right now, because Kaliningrad supposedly has opened up flights from the Asian countries and Middle Eastern countries, and rumor is that they are getting ready to storm northern Poland with a bunch of refugees like they did from Belarus at the beginning of the year. Now, my concern with that is that because Kaliningrad is able to use the Suwalki Gap, and so is Belarus, there's a potential that the swarm of refugees or migrants or whatever could also go into Lithuania. They could swarm the border of Lithuania and shut down the Suwalki Gap. If they do that, then the potential exists for Kaliningrad and Belarus to sack the Suwalki Gap. They could secure it, which is what they would say. They would say that they are securing the Suwalki Gap for their own logistic and defense purposes, which on its face would seem legitimate. However, it would isolate the Baltic nations from the rest of NATO, and if that happens, they would essentially be on their own to fend for themselves. Kaliningrad is very well armed, it's very well defended, and in a lot of the war games, when NATO has done war games in the past to try to fight Kaliningrad in that scenario, hasn't turned out very well. So keep an eye out for that. If you're in one of those Baltic states, definitely make sure you have enough water, make sure you have enough food. Be prepared for that, because Russia can very well attack those hangars and those airports rapidly. Their hypersonic missiles can hit those airports in a matter of minutes. Okay, definitely make sure. The most important thing is that you have water. Okay. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave you with a collage of things that have been posted on Twitter in the last 45 minutes, an hour, depending on how fast this gets uploaded. I don't know. As always, don't forget, help out your neighbors. All right.